What a beautiful West Virginia morning. I am down in Shepherdstown, West Virginia, and this is the Potomac River. And right across the river is Maryland. So West Virginia is here. You cross that bridge and then you're in Maryland. So that's the Maryland side over there. And this is the Potomac River. It's very still this morning, very quiet. I think people have been out on their boats fishing. This is the boat ramp to bring your boat down on. And this is an interesting thing. It's a flood tower because there were major floods here. The last major flooding was in 1985, and I remember that because I was 11 or 12, and the river was flooded and things were floating down the river, and it was kind of cray-cray. So this is the Potomac River, y'all. And I wanted to show water today. I was just drawn to water. So this is the river, and that's the train bridge. West Virginia train. Maybe we'll see a train today. But the water's very calm and it's very still. I don't know if you can see that. There's minnows in the water. There's geese flying and little shells in the water. And I've been on the Potomac River many times, swimming, canoeing, tubing. A lot of people that live around the river do a lot of river activities. So it's a gorgeous fall day. It's October 20th. And this is the Potomac River in Shepherdstown. So let's start our magical walk and talk, and I'm just going to show you some really pretty spots where I'm at today. Hi guys, I'm in West Virginia, and I'm down at the Potomac River in Shepherdstown. It's a gorgeous fall morning, and I felt the need to come to a body of water today. It's very healing and cleansing, and I just love being around water. And the leaves are starting to turn. My phone's ringing. Why is every time I make a video, my phone starts to ring? I'm not answering it. Sorry. So, water to me is very healing. And of course, I'm a Pisces. But water's very healing to me, and I like to come to bodies of water, especially the river, because it's so accessible. And it's just very peaceful to be around water. And this month in particular, I don't know if it was from that full moon in Aries or what, but things have been really wacky. Like, expect the unexpected, right? For October, for whatever reasons. And it really has been. It really has been this month. Expect the unexpected. So when you're rushing around and you're dealing with certain things in your life and you're not really happy or you're stressed, it's good to take a moment, even 10 minutes, and come to a place in nature. I think nature is very forgiving, nature is very magical, and nature is very healing. Excuse my shades, I guess I should take them off. So I enjoy being in nature, even by myself, just to sit and look at the trees and look at the flowers and be around the bees and the birds and just kind of zone off and meditate and do my own thing. My phone's ringing again. Every time I make a video, my phone rings. What I'm never this popular. Only when I'm busy, I'm popular. Let's see who it is. Oh, I should have taken that. Anyway. I just enjoy this spot. And it's quiet because I don't think anybody's here. I think everybody's out on their boats today, but I just enjoy this spot. And I think there's a lot of intense pressure in the air, especially living in the United States right now because it's election year and the debates and the candidates, and people are very divided and it's very volatile, and it's very, it's just an anxious time in our country as an American, and I'm not even sure myself, and it's become sensationalized, and I really think it's affecting people on a very deep level, whether they talk about it or not. But West Virginia is very diverse. West Virginia has low-lying areas such as this. Behind me, you climb up, there's a hill that I came down actually. I'll drive up the hill on the way out of here so you can see. Uh, but Shepherdstown in particular is surrounded by the Potomac River. And plus there's a town run that runs through the town itself, which I'll show you guys one day, which is pretty spectacular and unusual. So water's the magical element here, and it's fascinating. Look at these tree trunks, these tree roots. Wonder if we'll see a fish jump today. But I hope you guys enjoyed your mid-month forecast. I'm thinking about doing possibly love readings again on YouTube. The thing about love readings is that they're divided for the singles and for the couples, and I don't try to sugarcoat very much, but I certainly don't want to get into the habit of doing love readings, and people that are feeling very vulnerable or going through breakups kind of feed off that. They want answers, and I don't know, it's just publicly, I'd rather do a private love reading with someone. Publicly, doing public general readings for love, it can get very, what's the word, kind of mixed up, and it's very vulnerable. You know, love readings, it's very it's a sensitive matter. So I'm thinking about bringing them back, but I'm not sure yet. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to take you to another spot. I'm starting to zone out. Can't you tell? I'm like, oh, I'm zoning out. Anyway, I'm going to take you to another spot. This is an old building that's been here for hundreds of years, and I believe it was once like an electrical, something to do with electric, because it's so near the river. And they used to have information on it. I don't know if it's being used. I think it's abandoned. Or not abandoned, but empty. And I wish I could describe more to you about what this building was. My dad knows. I need to ask him again. But it was some kind of old mill. And they have a lot of buildings like that in Shepherdstown and the surrounding areas. And also I did want to show you bamboo grows wild in West Virginia, especially near the river. So there's lots of bamboo, and it's pretty prevalent because it's very aggressive. It's an aggressive plant, but we have a lot of bamboo in West Virginia. Who would have thought, huh? This is a neat little tree trunk. I love tree stumps because I would put flowers in the middle of that. That was in my yard because I like to garden. And there's some interesting wildflowers that are still blooming. Just native wildflowers of West Virginia. And it's still a very pretty time here, even in mid-October. We've had some very warm days, and it's been beautiful weather. And the leaves are turning. You can see a lot of leaves have fallen already. So I'm going to drive up the hill and show you guys a little bit of Shepherdstown while I'm driving. Hopefully I won't get pulled over. All right, y'all, here's the hill. Sorry if the camera is shaky, but here's the drive down to the river where I just was. And we're gonna go up this hill. And there's that building again. So when I was little, we would go down this hill in the wintertime and we'd sled down this hill, and I have fond memories. At nighttime, we would do this at nighttime, and it was snowing out, of course, but I would get on my father's back on the sled and I would sled down this crazy hill. And I wouldn't do that with my child, but maybe I would, because it was so much fun and I have so many memories. But anyway, now I'm coming up the hill and I'm coming into part of Shepherdstown, and there's a university here, Shepherd University, that I attended. And this is the street that I grew up on. This is Princess Street. And I will show you the house that I grew up in. This is where Brookie lived when I was a baby. Until I was about 12 years old, we sold the house, but that's where I grew up, and I have many fun memories of that place. And Shepherdstown's a very old town. It's the oldest town in West Virginia. So I'm going to try to drive through town without getting pulled over. Wish me luck. Here we go. And I know people are going to be like, what's she doing? Here's parts of Shepherdstown. And somebody just honked at me. Shepherdstown just got put on the map for being on a series called Ghosts of Shepherdstown. Apparently it's the most haunted town in America. But yeah, there's a lot of weird things going on, so. There's little shops. Shepherdstown's become kind of trendy and touristy, but a lot of the same people that I grew up with still live here, so thankfully there's still locals that live here. And there's a really beautiful church right there. That's an old Episcopal church. And the leaves are turning. Ooh, and I'm behind the Bud Light truck. Oh yeah. Let's track him down. So I'm going to be driving out of Shepherdstown. So I'm driving out of Shepherdstown, and I didn't get pulled over. Oh my God, that's a cute little place. So yeah, Shepherdstown's very progressive. It's a very liberal town, very artsy town. They have the American Theater Festival here, and just a lot of cool things going on. So I'm driving out of town. So I hope you guys enjoyed your magical walk and talk. It was a bit mellow today because I'm just needing a break. I'm just kind of like, oh, after the debates last night and just the crazy energies in the air, and I just needed a peaceful, magical walk and talk. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back hopefully soon with your next magical walk and talk. So I love you guys. Take care, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.